As a mom, I'm speechless, I'm heartbroken. You know, it's been 2 years.
Elijah McClain! After careful and thoughtful deliberation, the grand jury returned a 32-count indictment.
Elijah showed more humanity to those that murdered him than they did.
Each of the 5 defendants faced 1 count of manslaughter and 1 count of criminally negligent homicide.
You know, I think it's important that they know that they have to start treating people the way that we're worthy of.
All new right now at 6, 4 of the 5 people indicted in Elijah McClain's death have turned themselves in to Glendale Police. Officer Nathan Woodyard and former Officer Jason Rosenblatt, along with paramedics Jeremy Cooper and Peter Chikuniak. All of them have posted bond. Officer Randy Rodima has yet to turn himself in. Thank you for joining us for Denver 7 News at 6. I'm Jacqueline Allen.
And I'm Shannon Ogden. More than 2 years of investigations, more than 2 years of protests. And today, the state grand jury recommended charges in the 2019 death of Elijah McClain in Aurora.
And we have 360 in-depth coverage of the long process it took to get here. We will provide perspective on the future of ketamine being used during police interactions and the precedent this sets for when paramedics arrive to a police scene.
First, some context on how we got to today. Elijah McClain encountered police on August 24, 2019, while walking home from a convenience store. He was placed in a carotid hold by police and injected with a lethal dose of ketamine by paramedics. He died 6 days later, that is August 30th. And then November that same year, the Adams County District Attorney cleared the police officers, of any criminal charges. Nick Metz, who was chief at the time, said the officers did not violate policy. June of 2020 now. The 3 officers were reassigned amid growing protest over Elijah's death. And then January of this year, State Attorney General Phil Weiser launched a grand jury probe into the death. That led to manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide charges announced today.
Our goal is to seek justice for Elijah McClain, for his family and friends, and for our state. In so doing, we advance the rule of law and the commitment that everyone is accountable and equal under the law.
Today, we sat down with Elijah's mom, Shanine McClain. She says this decision doesn't heal her broken heart, and she hopes everyone can learn something from this.
I'm still heartbroken, you know, because nothing's going to bring him back. But as long as the laws are changing and people are really paying more attention to how they treat other people, you know, showing more kindness, being more compassionate, showing more empathy, not sympathy, but empathy to what somebody else is going through, and just realizing that everybody's not a threat. Everybody is not a threat. There's a lot of people that are out here just trying to live like everyone else, and we deserve that.
As part of our 360 in-depth coverage, we are breaking down what this means moving forward.
And we have team coverage tonight. Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski looking at the precedent that this sets for paramedics in particular. We start with Jennifer Kovaleski on the future of ketamine use during police interactions. Jen?
Shannon and Jacqueline, we've been investigating ketamine for over a year now. Many say the sedative has no place in policing. Colorado passed a law essentially banning its use this year, and now there is federal legislation looking to do the same. Ketamine is a powerful sedative.
So when the ambulance gets here, we're going to go ahead and give them some ketamine.
The drug first came under the spotlight after this body cam video.
We'll give that a couple of minutes. We'll see if that works.
It shows Aurora paramedics injecting Elijah McClain with ketamine. They gave him the entire vial, 500 milligrams, a dose meant for a 200-pound person. He weighed just 143 pounds. And it's that decision that led a grand jury to charge the medics seen in this video with 5 counts, including manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide.
By administering a drug, ketamine.
Before the indictments, our investigations uncovered Colorado medics have used the drug 902 times for a controversial condition known as excited delirium, and more than 16% of those injected suffered complications.
What we've seen with the ketamine usage in the field, and we've seen this through body cameras, is there are plenty of times where folks are not resisting.
What happened with McClain led State Representative Leslie Herod to introduce legislation. It extremely limits paramedics from using ketamine. They can only administer it in special circumstances when they have a patient's exact weight.
It is dangerous. And so because of the proliferated use of ketamine, because of the lack of accountability around ketamine, we need to rein that back in.
Aurora paramedics have stopped using the drug altogether. Well, legislation from Colorado Congressman Joe Neguse is trying to ban ketamine at the federal level. As many are pushing to get ketamine out of the hands of medics in the field. A chief medical officer in San Francisco has told us there is no better drug to treat extremely agitated patients.
I don't believe there is a better drug than ketamine for most of those cases.
Sources are also telling us this is the first time they've ever heard of paramedics facing charges for injecting ketamine. Chief investigative reporter Tony Kovaleski with that perspective tonight. Tony?
Yeah, Jennifer, it will now be up to a jury to decide if actions by those two paramedics crossed the line, if their decisions to administer that heavy dose of ketamine to Elijah McClain was not just a mistake made in a split-second decision, but rather a criminal act.
Stop. Stop. I have a right to stop you because you're being suspicious.
That was the beginning, and now 2 years later, Elijah McClain is dead, and a grand jury has indicted 5 people involved in his final minutes.
You know, I have been saying from the longest time that the paramedics were actually accomplices to my son's murder.
That was Elijah's mom reacting to the indictments that included charges against 2 paramedics.
I think it's a historic moment, right? It's not just the officers.
Attorney Iris Halpern represents McClain's mom.
The paramedics had their own obligation to act according to their profession and make independent medical evaluations.
Make no mistake, we recognize that this case will be difficult to prosecute.
By filing criminal charges against the 2 paramedics for the decisions they made on this August night, the state's attorney general sent a strong and powerful message of accountability to paramedics throughout the state. We asked DU Law Professor Ian Farrell for reaction.
What I'm taking from this is that the grand jury concluded that the big problem, the thing that caused death, the thing that should not have been done, was the injection of the ketamine, as opposed to the chokehold earlier, throwing to the ground, and so on.
Now, I also spoke with paramedic sources from throughout the state who were frankly shocked with the decision to charge these 2 paramedics criminally. Clearly, the grand jury indictments will resonate throughout the state's paramedic community as this case now works its way through the courts. Jacqueline?
Thank you, Tony. And this case gained national attention through the protests last summer. Today, we spoke with Aurora City Council candidate Candace Bailey, who led protests in Aurora last year, and she says she will continue to hold police accountable.
I will always be for the people, by the people, with the people. Community, I'm so proud of you for what has been accomplished. Let this be the fire that lights the way for the change that we need.
And Aurora Police Chief Vanessa Wilson offered her condolences to the McClain family, says she will continue to cooperate with the judicial process. 2 officers and both paramedics have been put on administrative leave without pay. The 3rd officer, Jason Rosenblatt, was fired last summer in relation to a picture that surfaced mocking Elijah's death.
All right, so there are a couple scenarios ahead here. In one, officers and paramedics go to trial and a jury decides their fate. And in the other, the prosecution and defense reach a plea deal. Now, of course, we don't pretend to have insight into this process, but the paramedics case does seem to lend itself to an agreement. In addition to the manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide charges, paramedics Jeremy Cooper and Peter Kachinek face 3 counts of second-degree assault each, all for the administration of ketamine. Now, prosecutors could drop any number of those counts in exchange for a plea on one or more of the others, and that would spare the state the expense and the risk of trial. Of course, it goes both ways. The paramedics have a right to a fair trial, and they may choose to exercise that regardless of any deal they're offered. We have more of our in-depth coverage for you right now on thedenverchannel.com, including that full indictment you can read for yourself.